In this lesson, we'll be learning about and practicing with the coordinate plane, meeting requirements for TEKS 611A. A coordinate plane is formed by the intersection of two number lines. One number line running horizontally and the other one running vertically. The horizontal number line is known as the x-axis. X-axis. The vertical number line is known as the y-axis. Where these two number lines intersect is called the origin. These number lines function the same way that number lines you've already worked with function. So everything to the right of 0 is positive. Everything to the left of 0 is negative. Everything above 0, positive. Everything below 0, negative. The quadrants of the coordinate plane are written using Roman numerals. 1, 2, 3, and 4. In fact, if you're looking for a helpful hint to remind you the order in which you should number the quadrants, think of coordinate plane. The letter C for coordinate. If I write the letter C over my coordinate plane, my letter will start in quadrant 1, move to quadrant 2, then 3, and finish in quadrant 4. Use the letter C to remind you where the first quadrant is at the beginning of the letter, where the second quadrant is as you begin to draw the letter, the third quadrant, and then as you finish the letter, you are now in quadrant 4. The primary purpose of using the coordinate plane and its 4 quadrants is to graph points on that plane. The points that I graph are called ordered pairs. An ordered pair is a pair of numbers describing a point using the x and y values. Ordered pairs are always in the same order. First x, then y. So if I wanted to graph the ordered pair of 2, 1, I would start at the origin. The x value is 2, so I move right along the x-axis to 2, and then the y value is 1, so I travel up the y-axis to 1. This point here is x2, y1. So the ordered pair 2, 1 is this point on the coordinate plane. If I were graphing the ordered pair -2, 1, again, I would start at the origin. That's where I start every time. I would move left along the x-axis this time to -2, and then up the y-axis to +1. This point here is -2, 1. If I were graphing the ordered pair -4, -2, I would start at the origin. My x value is -4, so I travel first along the x-axis to -4. And to get a y value of -2, I travel down the y-axis to -2. This point here is -4, -2. Finally, if I were graphing the ordered pair 3, -1, I start at the origin, I travel along the x-axis to 3, and then down the y-axis to -1, so that this point here is the ordered pair 3, -1. These points are the locations on the coordinate plane of these 4 ordered pairs. Now you may have noticed the 4 quadrants represented on the coordinate plane, numbered using Roman numerals, counterclockwise in the shape of the letter C for coordinate plane, have ordered pairs that follow the same format every single time. In other words, every time my ordered pair is 2 positive integers, I will be in quadrant 1. Whenever I travel positive on the x-axis, that's to the right, and positive on the y-axis, that's up the y-axis, I'm going to end up in quadrant 1. Whenever my integers are x negative, y positive, that's along the x-axis to the left for negative, and up the y-axis for positive, which puts me in quadrant 2. Whenever both integers are negative, x and y, I travel left to the negative integers for x and then down for y. Quadrant 3. And in quadrant 4, my x is positive and my y is negative. I've traveled to the right from the origin for x positive, and then down into the y coordinate, which is negative, putting me in quadrant 4. So I've drawn a coordinate plane. You can see the horizontal number line, the x-axis, the vertical number line, the y-axis, the origin, 0, 0, the point where these 2 number lines intersect is drawn in yellow, and I've numbered my quadrants 1, 2, 3, and 4 in green. Now, if I were graphing rational numbers, say, for example, I was given the ordered pair of 1.5, 2. I would need to remember that rational numbers can be represented on the number line as well, not just integers. So 1.5, I would start at the origin and move right on the x-axis to 1.5. which I would expect here is 1, and then halfway to 2, right here, would be 1.5. And then up to 2. So that 1.5, 2, would be this point right here. And that if I had the ordered pair of, say, -2, 2.5, I would start at the origin, move left this time on the x-axis for -2, and then up to 2.5, which is halfway between 2 and 3. So that this point here would be -2, 2.5. And if I had the ordered pair of -1.5 and -2.5, I would start at the origin, move left to negative 1.5. Now I know here's negative 1, and 0.5 is halfway between negative 1 and negative 2. Negative 1.5 takes me here. Halfway between negative 1 and negative 2 would be negative 1.5. And then down to negative 2.5, halfway between negative 2 and negative 3. About right here. This point would be negative 1.5, negative 2.5. And then finally, if I had the ordered pair of 1/2, negative 1/2, I would start at the origin. I would move right for positive 1/2, which is halfway between 0 and 1, or right here. Right to 1/2, and then down, because it's negative on the y-axis, negative 1/2, I would move down halfway between 0 and negative 1. So that this point right here would be 1/2, negative 1/2. All right, let's wrap up this lesson. If I have a horizontal number line and a vertical number line that intersect, I form a coordinate plane. Where they intersect is known as the origin. It is at 0, 0. I have 4 quadrants, and they are numbered like this. I can use the letter C for coordinate plane to remind me the order in which they are numbered as I form my letter C. I know that X and Y are positive in quadrant 1, that X is negative and Y is positive in quadrant 2, that X and Y are both negative in quadrant 3, while X is positive and Y is negative in quadrant 4.